My two nephews and I got together to do a motorcycle ride. I live in Boise, Idaho. One nephew lives in St. Louis, and one lives in Vermont. So we decided to meet with a nephew that lives in St. Louis. It's about 1,600 miles away from here, from where I live in Boise, Idaho, and about 1,200 miles away from my other nephew, who lives in Vermont. So we decided to, instead of the one that lives in Vermont from taking his motorcycle out, I would just bring two of my motorcycles out for the ride to join the other nephew living in St. Louis. So I brought the Tiger 900 out, and I brought the Kawasaki Z900 RS for my other nephew. So I loaded up the two bikes in the trailer, that open trailer I used out the Bonneville Salt Flats, pulled it out there with my Transit Connect, and it's a pretty heavy load, but got about 18 miles to the gallon, and so over 3,200 miles. I think that was a good average. Usually get about 28 miles to the gallon. We didn't waste any time on this 4-day trip, so on day one we headed southwest to the southwest part of Missouri, and we're going down into the Ozarks, both of Missouri and Arkansas. Hello everybody, this is the Flat Cap Cafe Racer. You're joining me today. I'm on a ride down in southwest Missouri, and we're going to be riding in Arkansas tomorrow. We're just south, I guess, of Winona right now on Highway 19, and I'm riding with, up front, I've got my two nephews. I got John up there. John's waving. There you go. He's riding his BMW R12 GS. Is that a, what year model is that, John? Oh, I shorted him. It's a 2023 GSA. It's got everything but a buzzsaw on it. We're not really sure about that. And we got my nephew Tim. Say hello, Tim.
Howdy ho.
Okay. Big introduction for Tim. Tim is riding the Kawasaki Z900 RS SE, and I'm riding my Tiger 900 GT. Well, why don't you tell me your first impressions of the Kawasaki in the first 200 miles, Tim?
I like it. I don't know how crazy I am about the seat so far, but everything else is pretty comfy. Feels good in the corners. Nice and comfy. The wind's not too bad.
The windscreen working all right for you, though?
Yeah, the deflector seems to be.
That's one thing about a windscreen. When it's working well for you, you really don't notice it. But when it's not, that's when you notice it.
I think it's just enough to where it's shooting it up over my head. I'm not feeling a big blast.
You're not getting a lot of buffeting, are you?
No. Yeah, you're about my height, so it's pretty close. But no problems there. Like I said, I don't really feel any vibration. This thing's pretty close, like the R9T was the BMW to me, but you don't have the vibration. Boxer has a little bit of vibration in it, but yeah, handled real good. I had to get used to the clutch there right off the bat, but it's a little different than mine.
If you guys remember on the channel, my Moto Guzzi Sport, Tim has that one now, and Moto Guzzi riders to know that the Moto Guzzi clutches sometimes don't fully fight until the very end of the travel, where in the Kawasaki, as soon as you get it off the handlebar lever, it starts leaving. So I think the only complaint John has right now is his front tires not wearing. What kind of mileage do you expect out of that, John? So he said he thought he'd get 7,000 or 8,000. How many miles we got on it right now? 5,500. So that looks like Time we get back to his house, it'll have over 6,000 something miles on it anyway. When we checked John's tire on a GS, we decided that we needed to change it out immediately. So before we started day 2, we had to find a motorcycle dealership that had a tire for the BMW. Good morning. It's Flat Cap Cafe Racer. We're at Triple C Cycle in West Plains, Missouri. And we're here just a little early to see if we can find a tire for the BMW. It's got a little extra wear on it. I'll show you a picture of that. This comparison is, mine's about got the same mileage on it right now. This is kind of what it looks like. It's wearing pretty good. Maybe 7,500. The BMW's only got about 5,500 miles on the front tire, and the back tire's wearing okay. The front tire is getting pretty sketchy, so we thought we'd pop over here to see if the local Harley-Davidson dealer could help us out. So, who knows? Maybe they can or not. Huh?
Who knows? I'm betting they can.
You're betting they can or can't?
Can.
All right, there you go.
I'm optimistic.
He's a positive and optimistic. What do you think, Tim?
50-50. I don't know.
I think they can.
I hope they can.
So, looking at the front wheel on this, I don't know that there's anything really special about taking it off. You know, it's not any. It's got the regular, it looks like a 19 millimeter here, which most of the bikes have, and there's really not anything else special on it, as far as it's not like the rear end with the shaft drive and stuff that they haven't seen. So we'll get that done this morning, maybe get a little breakfast, and then we'll head on the rest for our trip. Well, we really got lucky. The boys at Triple C opened the doors, pushed the bike right back, dug through their tires, found a tire that would really work for us, and got us on the road. I'd say time they got there and the time we left was about 1 hour. So can't beat that, folks. Triple C in West Plains, Missouri. The excitement of the day went on as we went from West Plains to Clarksville, Arkansas. We were riding Highway 123, and we came upon an accident for some Nebraska riders going the other way. We're riding on Highway 123, heading kind of southwest right now. How you doing, Tim, on the Kawasaki? You getting used to it a little bit?
Yeah, I'm feeling better. It's day 2, so it's starting to know where all the gizmos and the feel of it a little.
The main part is figured out how to ride it, and the gizmos kind of come with it, you know. It's kind of like muscle memory. Once you get it, you have it, but you had to have a bike a little while. So he's only been on the bike a day and a half, so.
Ooh, boy. Oh, shit. That looked like a Harley mess.
Oh no. I reckon they need some help. I'm gonna make a little. Yeah, there's a bike down in there. I'll be back in a minute. It looked like there was a gentleman with a Harley-Davidson run off the side of the road here in a ditch. What's the story, guys?
chopper amount. Are they?
Yeah. Well, the guy that's in the ditch is named Brian. He's riding a Shadow, and he kind of went off the road. You can see where the tracks are, and the bike kind of turned back this way. You're welcome.
Good luck. Good luck.
Do it anytime, even for the Harley guys. You remember that.
Hey, I used to drive a Kawasaki. No, it was a cruiser Kawasaki, but
Yeah. You stay off the cruisers. You see what happened to the Shadow, right? You guys take it easy on the rest part of the road, because what happens on these, usually when somebody has an accident, the other guys are thinking about it, and it happens to you because you're thinking about it.
yeah, I'm kind of spooked right now. I'm ready to sell my bike.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. You're a young man. Well, anyway, we're fixing to leave the ambulance. There's a couple law enforcement here. Ambulance is on its way. They're going to helicopter him out, so I'm going to shut this video off for now. On day 3 of our ride in northwest Arkansas, southwest Missouri, and we're on Highway 23. What's that called, John? The Pig Trail is what John says. And why do they call it the Pig Trail, John? So John said that this is in Arkansas, and a lot of the kids use this to go to the University of Arkansas, and it's curly like the pig's tail, so that's why they call it the Pig's Tail. I can't. Yeah, my nephew once. Said in front with the GS says he can't believe he took my new bike on gravel road. Nephew 2's defense was it's nephew 1's fault. There's a 10. No 5-mile-an-hour ones yet. Some more 10s. Pair of 10s. As long as they don't go uphill like this, it's pretty good. You gotta feather that clutch. So you said on roads how it ranked in the United States. Who ranked them, and where did it rank there, John? So it's an unknown source, yet to be named. Named this the number 2 road in the United States. I guess it's based on the curves and such. Later that day, we ran into a massive thunderstorm on the edge of it anyway, and had to hold up in Eureka Springs, which is kind of a neat town, but it's kind of difficult to go up and down those hills in the rain when your visors are fogging up. Well, the last day of the ride was one of the hottest days. We spent a little bit of time going in the back roads, but we kind of blasted back part of it. The road going to John's house is really a nice road that you certainly wouldn't want to do it in the dark and be an unknown road. But I really enjoyed spending 4 days riding with my 2 nephews, and look forward to doing it again sometime. When we pulled in the driveway at John's house, Linda was waiting for me there, so only thing we had to do is park the bikes. I had to load them back up and with their help into the trailer, and we went off visiting relatives over in Illinois for the next 2 or 3 days. We did this picture in honor of Mr. Bill because we know how much he likes ice cream and food. Join me and my friends at Flat Cap Cafe Racer for riding and racing. Please subscribe.